Hi, this is Dave Chenault with Skylight Systems, and in this video, I'm going to do a deeper dive into SideKick365 xRM Ultimate and show you the way you can use it to manage your day-to-day affairs. We're going to look at leads, accounts, opportunities, projects, notes, documents, and also take a look at how we integrate into Outlook. So let's go take a look at leads as a place to get started. Now in our system, a lead is like you found a business card on the street or purchased some sort of a list from a commercial service. There's not a lot of information associated with the lead, just basic contact information. And you're just now starting to get to know this as a target, something you want to go after, but you've not really established a relationship yet. Now let's say that you've gone ahead now with let's pick one at random here. We'll pick C4 Networks. And let's say that that lead is now turning into something that you really want to start to track a little closer. It's easy to promote a lead to an account, and I'll show you how right now. Just click on the three dots next to the name in the lead module, click on Advanced, and then click on the word Promote. Now when you do that, you're going to get an option to add in a profile. This profile will then apply various security settings to that item. It can either be no profile, meaning anybody can see it, or you can pick one of the security profiles you've already created in SideKick. In this case, I'm going to pick Alan S. profile. And that means that only certain people can read or edit that account. And I'm going to go ahead now and promote that. Okay, the promotion is finished. Now let's go over to accounts and take a look at that. So we're going to be looking for C4 in the account listing. And the easiest way to do that is just to use the drop down here. And it'll list off for us all of the different accounts in the account module, all the names. And I can see C4 right there. So if I just filter it and select it, what I'll see is all the information from the lead module transferred over to the account module. And now I can start to track a lot of information, opportunities, tasks, notes, documents. You see across the top there. So here's the main difference between a lead and an account. A lead is just simply a single entry, basic contact information about a company or an organization with maybe a main contact. An account can have many opportunities, many tasks, notes, documents, etc. about it. So let's go take a look at accounts, and let's look at one that has a lot of data already filled out on it. I've got one set up here, ABC Lock and Key. And by the way, the sample that I'm using for this video, you can also access. We'll send you a test drive guide if you email us at info@skylightsystems.com. And we'll send you back a guide that'll let you try this out yourself. And all the same data I'm showing you here is available to you. Now in this account, you see we have a number of opportunities, tasks, notes, documents, etc. Let's go take a look at the different notes we've got associated with the account. You see here we have a phone call and it has a follow-up date. And I also have a to-do item with a follow-up date at the end of October. When I have a follow-up date, what it does is it sends an email to remind me. So in this case, I might just want to set a follow-up date to maybe remind me to give this guy a call again. Here I'm saying let's invite him to a golf outing. Now let's click on opportunities. Now opportunities are associated with an account in SideKick365 xRM Ultimate. You can't have an opportunity without an account associated with it. So the idea is you have an account, you associate multiple opportunities with that account. Let's take a look at this Madison Air Base. This is a nice big opportunity we're working on. And there's a lot of interesting and important things in this opportunity. First thing you're going to notice is that at the bottom, we've got a bunch of items. These are products. So here we have a number of keys, and we're going to cut a key. Here's a service. Here's product. You can mix and match those, and you can associate a lot of products and set the amount to the total amount of the opportunity. You can also spread that amount over a number of periods, time periods. Now, this is really powerful because what it means is that rather than having 4 different opportunities in the system, one for each of these subtotals, you can put in one opportunity and spread the value across many different time periods. And when I click on the spread option in the menu, I'll see all of the different spread entries across all of the different opportunities. And I have a subtotal by month and salesperson here. So opportunities are very powerful. They let you track a lot of information about a deal. They're associated with an account. They can have a lot of documents. They can have a lot of notes. They can also spread their value over a long period of time. And that's really useful if you have recurring revenue or consulting. Now let's go back into opportunities a different way. Rather than going into account, I'm going to hit the opportunity module directly. I'm going to select account. And then I'm going to just filter based on ABC lock and key. So I will see those 3 different opportunities a different way. And let's go back in here to ABC lock and key and look and see how we put in notes. It's the same in all of the modules. So we'll add a note to opportunity. So right now there are no notes, but I'm going to go ahead and open this module up. You can see about a little plus sign. And if I hit the plus, it will let me add in a note. So here I'm going to say a to-do. And I will say, let me take a look. This is going to close in January of 2017. So let's say follow up to close deal. And I'm going to make a note to say call to close the deal. And maybe I'll put a little more information on the email. So I'll say it's going to be the Madison Air Base. So I'm going to put that as a preamble. When this email comes in, I'll see, oh yeah, it's the ABC at Madison Air Base. Let's follow this up in late November. And it'll send me an email to remind me to make that phone call. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. So what happens now is that this email will come in, it'll have a link back to the note, and it can then go back to the opportunity or account to get more information if I want to make that phone call and follow up on that reminder. Now it also has documents associated with it. It's very powerful here as well. It's easy to add an existing document. You can just say upload, and it'll let you scroll your PC to pick up anything you want. Or you can use a template that you've already preloaded. So for example, I wanted to pick an Excel spreadsheet. Let's just do home inspection. Now what will happen is this template is integrated in to SideKick365, and it'll automatically launch right in the browser. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a name. I'll say this is inspection of Madison. I'm going to put down an address. I'll just go very simple here. And that'll be in Santa Ana. And then I'll start filling in a little information here. I'm going to say good, okay, okay, okay. And you can see that this spreadsheet is pretty big. So you could make any kind of spreadsheet you wanted as a template and associate that with SideKick. And we have a whole video on how to do that. Now the really cool thing is I didn't have to save or do anything. When I hit the back button, I'm going to be back into this opportunity I've been working on. And now if I click, you don't see it here, I have to refresh the page. I'll just click on documents again. I do see the number 1 by it. And there's that Excel spreadsheet that I just was working on. And it's automatically filed and put into that opportunity for us. Now, there's a lot of nice other features here. I can look at my notes. I can create a project, etc. I can look at the opportunity. And this is sort of the detail about the opportunity. And I could also look at the account associated with this opportunity by clicking on that tab. All this is running live in Office 365, so it gives you a good idea of the speed and how this system works. So I'll hit Account. And now I want to look at ABC Lock and Key. So a lot of ways to get around in the system. Very easy to add in information. If I want to add a new opportunity, I can just click on the tab here, let it draw for a minute, and say New Opportunity here, or I could just click anywhere in the site and select the opportunity here, which I'll go ahead and do. So when I select New Opportunity here, it doesn't know what account. I can just go into, say, Select. I'll go ahead and select ABC Lock and Key. And one little trick, don't select the checkmark column. Select any column but that. So I'm selecting the name and say OK. And it sticks in ABC Lock and Key. I'll put a contact in. It looks through all the contacts. I could filter it by company if I wanted. So I'll say, let me find anybody associated with ABC Lock and Key. And I could say it's Lyndon. So I've selected him. I got the blue check mark now, and I say OK. It puts all of his information into this as well. If I click that plus, I can see all of it. And then I can start putting in, now that I've entered in up, I can see I have a red star, so I need to put a name in. I'll say New ABC Deal at High School. And we'll call it Newtown High School. Now the probability will be 50%. You can change this if you want. Salesperson is me. That's fine. Another red star. I expect to close this in end of October. I can give a security profile of Alan S. If I had an email campaign that generated this, I could select that to start tracking how many deals were created by campaigns. And I could put in some comments and say, this is good deal, and save it. Now, once I save it, I can start to add in some notes and some products as well. I have to have a header, if you will, to associate all these related items. So I'm going ahead now and saving it. And now you'll see that I have ability to add in documents, contacts, tasks, etc. I can add in now some notes. So I'm going to follow up on this. I'm going to do a follow-up, a to-do. I'll say call Mel about Newton. And I can put in some notes. And I'll put the date on that of September. So now I'll go ahead here and save that. And I could add another one by hitting plus. I can now add in items if I want. So let's put in a product. And I'll put in, well, let's put in some Yale locks. And I'll put in 200. Okay, I'm good with that. And I want to spread that amount. So let's go ahead and spread that. Now I know this was going to close, I think I said in October. So let's put some money coming in November. We'll put it on the 29th. And I know the amount's $25.98, so I'll make it easy. I'll say $15.98 here. And I'll put some more in January. And I'll call this one, oh, let's just say February 3rd. I'll put $1,000 there. Save that. And now I'll set the total amount, the $25.98, for the overall deal, as you can see right here. And I've gone ahead now, added some notes, added some products, spread the value, and I've associated a new deal with ABC at Newton High. Now let's say that I'm in an email. This important email comes in, and this email actually is what an email can look like that is sent out as part of a campaign. And if I just go ahead and click on this SideKick button here, what it'll do is it'll log me into SideKick from Outlook and let me add in a copy of this email to an account or a deal or a project. So there's that new deal I've been working on. Let's go ahead and make a copy of this and upload it. It'll take just a moment to make a copy, and it'll push the email from my Outlook into the Documents tab of Newton High School. I could also, if I get an important email that comes in, let's say this email came in and triggered a new deal. I could just say new opportunity here, and I could give it a name, an amount, etc., right? Or I could actually create a new account here with a new contact and create a new opportunity with a new name, etc. So very powerful stuff, right? So here I could say I have ABC highlighted, then I have a limo. When I say new opportunity, it'll create an opportunity under a limo for me. Here, since I'm creating a new account, doesn't know anything about the account or main contact, I will go ahead and put that information along with the opportunity, all within Outlook. So that happens quite often. An email comes in, you're like, well, I want to start tracking this. I'm going to make this new account with a new opportunity. You can do it right in Outlook. Very powerful stuff. So let's go take a look at that. So I'm going to refresh now. Let's go back over to the opportunities. Remember, I made that new one called the Newton High School one here. And when I click there, I'll see a document tab with a 1 next to it, and that'll be that email that I just copied up. Just give it a second here. So there it is, along with my note. And when I click, there's the email, and if I click on the email, it'll open right up into that email, and I can now forward it, read it, etc. So the great thing is anybody that has access to this account or this opportunity can see all the important emails around it, and they're also searchable. It's very powerful stuff. A couple more things to show you before we're done. Let me go ahead and close that. I want to also show you the idea of projects. So under projects, project is a very powerful idea as well, because once you close the deal, you can start to track all the work and the sale around the project. You can start to monetize all of your work. So let's look at the Wilson High lock replacement. When I open up this project, I'll notice a few things about it. I can see that it's associated with ABC Lock and Key, but I could also associate with an opportunity if I wanted. Here's some notes about it. And I could actually put in products and time tracking as well. So let's say that I wanted to track some products and time. Let's go look at what that might look like. So let's look at Marina. And in Marina High School, I've already loaded in some products and some work, as well as some time. And we'll take a look at that. So this has a lot more notes on it. You can see here that I have some general labor, 60 hours, 20 hours of project management. I've got 150 padlocks and 350 keys. So you can mix and match in products and services. They're all in your products module, and they show up here. It's real simple. Just hit a plus. You pick what it is you want. Could be a general labor, etc. And then you can then reset your amount if you wanted to, right? We'll go ahead and cancel that. You can also put in time tracking, so you can start to track how much time you're spending on certain days on the project. And of course, you can add in notes there. Okay? So the final thing I wanted to show you is around this idea of campaigns. Now, we've not really touched on this much, but you can actually create groups of people to receive emails and newsletters, send them out as a campaign, and then whenever you have a deal come in, it might create a new account or it might create a new deal, you can tag that with that campaign to build some reports to say how effective has that campaign been. So when I say something like new account, you'll see I have a drop down here for the campaign. And all the ones that are active will show up in that list, and you can start to tag things. Okay, so I've shown you an awful lot of things here. We've gone through the leads, shown you how to promote a lead. I've shown you accounts. I've showed you opportunities. I've showed you notes, projects, products, campaigns. One last thing I'll show you is contacts. We do support the synchronization of contacts, bidirectional sync between Outlook, contacts, and SideKick. And the way it works, we have a long video on that, but essentially there's a button here in the menu, the ribbon across the top, that will sync this up for you as well. So I hope you've learned a lot just by watching this video. We'd be happy to send you a demo guide, a test drive guide, that'll let you go through everything I've shown you here on your own time and let you formulate some more questions and see if this would be a good fit for you. Go ahead and send us an email at info@skylightsystems.com and we'll get you access to this demo site along with a script to let you try it out. You can mouse around and see how it works for you. And we're also happy to answer any questions you might have. Everything I showed you is included in the product price. There's no surprises, no gotchas. And all of this runs on top of SharePoint, either on-premise or in your Office 365 environment. Again, this is Dave Chenault with Skylight Systems. Thanks for watching.